Hi, guys. It's Ernest coming to you from Proximal Consciousness. Got a great subject matter for you today: belief and belief system. I think this is one of, if not the most important subject matter for today's societies. And you say, well, why belief? What's so important about the belief and the belief system? I said, because the belief and the belief system is sort of like the gate to your thought processes. And we all know how important thoughts are to our lives. I mean, what we do moment to moment, from second to second, from day to day, year to year, for a lifetime, our thoughts and how we respond to our thoughts is critical to our happiness and to our life. So I felt that looking at the belief system, which again is the gate to all of this, will help one to improve one's thoughts. And if you improve one's thoughts, you improve the quality of one's life, and hopefully the quality of one's actions and reactions to one's environment, right? So, you got beliefs and what one believes about life, about people, about age groups, about geographies, about education, government, presidents, love, marriage, children, what one believes about money, time, race. The belief system is the single most important thing to understand when it comes to a happy life, because you as a person want to believe the things that you hear, that you sense, that you see, that you sense, that you make judgments on. If we can just figure out a way of believing what is accurate, what is most beneficial, what is most true about a situation, then you would hope that the thoughts that would follow that would be the most healthiest. I mean, how we interact with other people, with other things, would fall in alignment with a solid belief system. You say, well, how do we guarantee that our beliefs and our belief system that utilizes those beliefs is the healthiest that it could be? Some people, they go to religion. They study some form of religion that gives them some objective view on life and helps them to develop beliefs about those things, about those situations, about good and evil and right and wrong, and so on and so forth. Some people turn to education, formal education, to help shape a belief and a belief system about the environment in which they live, whether it's business, science, math, medicine, art, whatever it may be. Children, marriage, that sort of thing. Some people turn to culture, not necessarily religion, not necessarily formal education, but just how the people live their daily lives. How they go about raising their children, how they go about picking their mates, raising their children, how they go about building a house, a family, a community. Some people and focus mainly on that. Now that's probably the vast majority of the populations in the world that utilize culture more so than just religion or formal education. And the culture sometimes touches on those areas, but can be vastly different. So it's those kinds of institutions, quote unquote, that some people utilize to help formalize a belief and to formalize a belief system. And let's take, for example, that let's assume that whatever they choose to utilize is effective. And the belief systems, the beliefs that the people that are subjected to that sort of thing are fairly solid. Then you know that the thoughts that those people have from sunup till sundown, from birth, from cradle to grave, is the best beliefs, the best belief system, the best thoughts that the world could ever encounter about whatever the subject matter may be. You know, their creativity, their motivation, their insights, their relationships with anyone and everyone is always top notch. Their happiness and perspective on life is always the best because the system that they've utilized has generated a belief and a belief system about their environment, their lives, that attracts thoughts, that allows thoughts to enter their head, into their heart, into their life, that perpetuate their health, that perpetuates their motivation, their mindset, their efforts, that channels their efforts. Now let's take, for instance, a society that has, or a region, or whatever it may be, that develops beliefs and belief systems that are totally unhealthy, totally unrealistic, illogical, irrational, unsupportive of most thinking throughout the world. Those people are therefore saying that what they are willing to think about morning, noon, and night from cradle to grave are things that are illogical, irrational, unsupportive of life, unsupportive of growth, unsupportive of logical, rational thinking. And therefore, those people run the risk, those people who are exposed to that kind of thing, run the risk of actually being miserable people because the thoughts that they are now forced to deal with is the outgrowth of beliefs and belief systems that are totally flawed. How can these people be happy? How can they sustain life? How can they find responsible mates and have children? What order should they follow in life to be most productive, to be most successful? I mean, their ability under a flawed belief and belief system causes them to feel stress and anxiety and worry. They have low morale, low focus. I mean, they'll be totally disconnected from an otherwise healthy society, an otherwise healthy world. It's almost like having a dual society. You have some people with a healthy belief system and belief systems, and you have people who have unhealthy beliefs and an unhealthy belief system. Two groups of people totally thinking different things with totally different outcomes to life, merely because their system that they chose to live by to develop beliefs and a belief system is flawed. Now tell me if that's not important. I mean, that every individual on this planet walking around has to have developed beliefs and belief systems that perpetuate health, that attracts the appropriate thoughts that allows them to feel comfortable in their environment. That's totally awesome thinking. That's a subject matter that's almost foundational to the existence of the world as we know it, to relationships and everything else, no matter how young and no matter how old. So I thought that was a worthwhile subject matters to look at, and I think that we all need to look at how we were brought into this world and how we were raised, and to really take some time to look at the beliefs and the belief system that we utilize to guard our life against, well, unnecessary thoughts, distracting thoughts, unhealthy thoughts. So that's my thought for today, you guys. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I think some of the stuff is coming out great. And I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good one.